Hello. Hello. Is anybody there? Am I alone today? I always am scared that one day, one of these days, everyone's just gonna be like, let's not show up today, and I'll be all alone. And then it'll be sad. Then it'd just be like any other video that I was making, and I would probably still do the stream, but it would be sad because there would be no audience interaction. Hey, hello. How's it going? Happy Sunday, everyone. This weekend flew by for me. It's already Sunday. Today is going to be interesting. We're doing biomes, and it should be fun. Because today I think we're going to be doing more brainstorming and less, like, going over, like, stuff. Well, I mean, there are quite a few notes and stuff that people suggested, but I also did want to brainstorm and have some fun. It's Monday here. Well, happy Monday to you. If it's Monday, well, it's still going to be, even if it's Monday for you there, I guess that would mean that Miraculous Monday comes out on Tuesday for you then, doesn't it? Because Miraculous Monday will come out in 22.5 hours from now. So, yeah, I guess it's more of a Miraculous Tuesday for you then. And Turner Tuesdays are like Turner Wednesdays. Because that'll come out in, let's see, 46.5 hours, right? So, when is the Kwame drawing contest results coming? Okay, so I'll be making a video about that, about the, like an announcement of like when it's going to be ending within the next couple of weeks. But you have probably like 3 weeks left until it's over. So, yeah, you still got some time. Feel like the weeks are getting shorter and shorter. Yeah, it sort of feels like that. Well, every single year you get older, the time seems to go faster. So, yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you were here last week, but at the end of the stream, because we had some extra time, I pulled out my old Rubik's Cube and was like, hey, let's see if I can still solve this, because it had been like 4 years since I had last solved it. And so I tried it. I ended up doing it, but I had to like bamboozle my way through it. But anyway, over the past week, I've been practicing and just like solving it. So, not the cube again. Okay, I wanted to solve it once before we started the stream because people were like, hey, do it next week. So, yeah. So, I wanted to do one solve. My best time so far is 70 seconds. So, yeah, do you guys think I can beat 70 seconds? I know it's not related to page turner, but I wanted to show off my not very good Rubik's cubing abilities. So, okay, got a yes, and a no. I can beat it. Let's see. We'll have to see. I gotta get some water before we do this, though. Because you can only solve one side of a Rubik's Cube. Well, that's how you start, and then you eventually just look up how to do it, and then you learn. You can try to beat it. Oh, so you're not very confident. Okay, so I do have a timer up here. I suppose you can still see me solving it. Okay, cool. Okie dokie. So, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to put it down here. You can't see it, but I'll try to solve it up here. Which might cost me a couple seconds, because usually I solve it lower, but we'll see. I don't know. Alright. Alrighty. You guys ready to get started? Alright. Okay. Let's see. Does space? No, space does not. Okay, well that makes it a little bit worse. Alright. You ready? You ready? Here's hands. Boom. Alright, let's go. So, first, you... off to a bad start already. Alright. You. Oh, you guys probably can't see that, can you? Okay. It's hard when you're under pressure. Okay. I think I'm doing, yeah, honestly, like, even if I'm not, like, as good as I was, I'm doing pretty good for not, like, being in my prime. Because it's been probably 4 years since I've last solved this. Because I just never solved it. Well, I had solved it. But it was a while since I last solved. Oh, man, it's already 50 seconds. There's no way I can do that. Unless if I get, like, really lucky. Nah, I gotta do this thing twice. You probably can't see it. Oh, no, that's 70 seconds. Ah! Here it is. Here it is, the final move. 80 seconds. 10 seconds off. Oh, well. I did it. 10 seconds. That's not, like, super bad, but 10 seconds off of my best of this year. It's okay. I'll have to practice again. Maybe we'll do this like every week and see if I get better. Because I've just been like, I've solved it at least like 3 times a day. So, yeah. That's the same amount of time as the stream delay. Yep. It was all the stream delay. It was the stream delay's fault. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. It's not 4 seconds. I don't understand how people can do it in 4 seconds. Because like, I don't even know like how you can do that. I don't understand. Anyway, we're doing biomes today. Yay! Isn't that fun? We're doing biomes. Biomes are actually gonna be pretty cool. And I've been thinking like, I was like, I gotta come up with like one cool unique biome. And I think I have. So we will talk about it eventually. So, I don't know, I had originally just put them into notes, like, where is it, like this, but I think Mr. Fruit went ahead and formatted most of them, so I don't know, Mr. Fruit, what were you planning for, this? Were we gonna go through just these, or also the basic notes? Like, I don't know. I mean, I was planning on going through the, like, did you put all of them, all of the notes into this format, or only some of them? Summarized most of the stuff from the Discord. Okay, so maybe then we don't, I don't know. My idea for the notes part was just to, like, read through all of them, and then, you know, like, create these, maybe? But if they're already created, then that's fine. Okay. Alright, cool. Sweet. So, this first one is the glowing mushroom fields. And these, okay, so I don't know if I need to explain this, but biomes are basically, we're taking a collection of the plants and some creatures, maybe, and we're, like, creating a scene, basically. So, like, the best way I can explain it is Minecraft. So if you haven't played Minecraft, I'm sorry, but, like, in Minecraft, there's the tundra biome, and then there's the plains biome, and then there's the forest biome. It's like, it's a generality of all the different like in the plains biome there's no trees, and it's like just open fields with like some water. And then in the forest biome there's a couple different trees. In the base forest biome there's the birch and the oak, and then that's typically what you can find in that biome. So that's basically what we're doing. So hopefully, I know I'm very bad at explaining things, but hopefully I did a good enough job to get the point across. So, the glowing mushroom fields, this biome is rare. That's what they say. Mushroom biomes are rare. The second picture is actually the background of the sky. It's like a mushroom field, but these mushrooms are huge and they glow. Better wear your sunglasses because the mushrooms are like giant light bulbs. Do they have sunglasses in Ilaria? That's interesting. But yeah, I saw another idea from the Discord, and it was like maybe a biome that's always night, and then like that would be hard to do, sort of, if it wasn't like, for that to happen, you sort of have to have it like be covered, and so this could sort of constitute that, because if it's just a bunch of mushrooms like covering the blocking the sunlight, then that might work. So we'll see. Earth users could probably make glass objects. Maybe. Depends on how far we want to take it, because that's like really specific. Because like that would sort of mean, because like once you like burn the sand, heat up the sand, I don't know. Highly skilled earth users. Yeah, maybe it depends. Like, could they just take the sand and then burn it instantly? Because then that would sort of be like, well, I don't think we should make it so to where that the users can necessarily manipulate the temperature of the object. I don't know. Well, this all goes back to the magic system, and we're still working on that. Or well, I guess we're not really working on it right now. We've taken a break from it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll talk about it eventually. Earth creators could just make glass. Maybe. Okay. So I do like this idea. I think it's really cool. I always have loved like the glowing mushroom stuff. Amphibia does a really good job with like that theme. And then was there another thing that I was thinking of? Can't remember it at the top of my head right now. Okay, so this next one doesn't have a name or description. It's just this cool photo, which I think is really cool, because since having Ilaria just basically be islands sort of limits what we can do, because it's not like you can have like super deep stuff, although you can. Like the islands are going to be really big, but like this, it's like, well, it sort of gives the illusion like there's nothing there, but obviously there's some sort of ground eventually. So we could definitely do something like this. I don't know, because when we were talking about maybe the islands and stuff, some people were like, well, should the islands be separated by like magic ability? Like there's going to be a earth island and a fire island. And I think, didn't we decide against that? Did we decide against the the separation of the elements? I think we did, just because like that's a bad motive. Yeah, no magic specific islands. Okay, but I do think there should be like areas on specific islands that are formatted, or maybe make for a better location to where specific users can train. So for example, an earth magic user could go to this location, and since it's like really weird and rugged, and like maybe you'd have to like climb up, like maybe you go down to the bottom of one of these pillars and you have to like climb up using your earth magic or something. So you should name that biome Emerald Polars, because the rock polars are covered in green, and green is associated with emeralds. Okay, I suppose I'll write it here. I think this would be good for a dangerous quest that Luna and Nico will have to go on. Yeah, I agree. I agree. There's going to be a lot of cool quests that Luna and Nico can go on. Although, neither of them have earth magic, so this would be really tough. Since there's, like, no water, and I mean, like, fire maybe, but depending on the altitude, that might be harder to do. Cliffhenge? Cliffs plus Stonehenge? Well, I mean, this doesn't really give me Stonehenge vibes, but maybe. Oh, okay, so here's another mushroom one. A place where it's constantly night. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. The plants in this biome are large and cover everything, not letting any sun shine through. Slumber shrooms and chrysanthos trees are very common here, and animals not accustomed to this biome can easily be killed after falling asleep. Yeah, okay, so this is like a combination between this one and this one. So maybe there's sort of the same biome, but there's like different sub biomes within the main biome, and it could be the same kind of idea. It's just, you know, there is a distinction between like this is the one with the chrysanthos and the slumber shrooms, and then this other one has these other mushrooms or something. I don't know. There's a lot of flexibility that we can do with this. Okay. So this next one is a biome with many pink lakes. There are also sea caves, beach episode. Yeah, well, I don't know. It depends on the rating that we give this. There can still definitely be a beach episode. It just won't be probably the beach episode that a lot of us expect, I suppose. So, okay, cool. Pink water could be interesting. I do want there to be a cherry blossom themed biome where it's always pink and cherry blossoms. So I do want that. And then maybe that's where this could fit in. Maybe. Although since it's a beach, maybe not, but we'll see. Definitely want there to be some sort of cherry blossom themed biome. This is where the glow monks live. Oh, this one? This is where the glow monks live? Alright. That's pretty cool. Poppleberry Beach. Wonder how that would work. Okay. So next one is a volcanic field, a place where lots of magma, igneous rocks, and volcanoes can be found. Tons that live near or in the volcanic fields have hot springs for everyone to relax. Hot springs episode. Yeah, well, okay, that one's going to be a lot harder to justify. Yeah, but I definitely think that we could do something with lava. It's a common cliche cartoon thing, I think, to do a like, oh, but this lava is actually like not lava, and it's actually, you know, just water, like you can swim in the lava and stuff like that. So I don't think we should do that. I think it should actually be like fiery stuff, so that way that there can still be like this would be a good place maybe for fire users to train, or maybe water users to train, since there's not a lot of water there. Is it cliche? Well, I don't know. It just sort of seems cliche for it to be like, hey, there's this thing on Earth that's like really dangerous, but on this place it's actually like really safe and not dangerous at all. Maybe not. I don't know. I thought it would be, but maybe it's not, and maybe I'm just being stupid. So I don't know. I just think that we should have it be real lava and have it kill you if you touch it. Okay, well, I guess maybe it's just me being crazy. So, sorry. It just seems like something that would happen in cartoons, maybe. Okay, a tundra biome. So this is sort of where that, like, maybe where the snow foxes, whatever they were called, would live, and maybe a more tundra biome. A field full of firegrass. Although, would that constitute as a biome? Is like the firegrass field a biome, or is that just like a naturally occurring field that sometimes happens? I don't. Maybe. What do you think? Is that a specific biome, or is that a? Is that like a thing that happens? Because like, there can be a field, but I don't know if I would call that a biome. It's just like a field in... That's like a sub-biome, I would think. Like, in a plains biome, there's this field that you find. So I think it would be constituted more as a sub-biome and not a main biome. Better to be random fields so people walk through this, but yeah, sub-biome. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would think as well. Flower Hills. We can definitely do something with that. We're gonna have to, well, maybe, depending on how unique and creative we're feeling, we might want to make just a bunch of random cool flowers, but you don't necessarily have to. Or we could just come up with a bunch of like random names, find a random name generator, and then that'll be fine. Then we could just make the flowers look like any other flowers, because it doesn't matter. Okay, a biome with many ravines that were formed before the islands came off the surface. Wait, so is there lore to where the islands originally weren't floating? Did the volatile have to be activated? I wonder what the lore behind that is. Interesting. I thought that was a thing. I don't know. I don't remember that being a thing, but maybe it was. I want to know, like, the story behind, like, logically thinking it through how that would happen. You know, like, did the Volatite just... Or maybe since... Maybe it was like when, like, Ilaria is based off of, like... Ilaria is like a creature, kind of, right? So maybe the creature was awakened or born or something. And, that's when they started flowing, because the core started, like, repelling the Volatite. Maybe. Well, okay, I know that the hot spring... I know how hot springs work. I'm not talking about... I was talking about, like, in the main volcano part, it felt maybe like it would be cliche to make it like, oh, this lava is actually a really good thing when volcanoes erupt because it brings, you know, gumdrops and jelly beans and stuff like that. That's what I had in my head, like, of the actual magma that came out of a volcano. That's what I was thinking. Like, the Voltite came to Ilaria from space because Ilaria's field of magic is repelled by Voltite, so it doesn't make sense that it would be there naturally. Okay, fair enough. There was something I was gonna say, but I forgot. Dang it. Can't remember what it was. Oh well, it'll come back to me eventually, maybe. Okay, this one, I don't even know what this is, but it's pretty cool. It's like a frozen lake, sort of. So I don't know, like, what it is, but it looks sweet. So maybe... This biome has an affinity for earth magic. Because of this, all the plants are severely overgrown. I think this is super cool. Okay. That could work too. I like that. That's a cool idea. Like, super overgrown. That could sort of play back into, like, that biome where everything's covered by something and it's, like, really dark. But I don't think it should be, like, pitch dark, because then you couldn't appreciate it. So I think, yeah, I like these. It's cool. A mountain range where one side has trees and leaves colored with warm colors, and one side has trees colored with cool colors, and a lake in the middle of the two mountains. Interesting. That's an interesting idea. That would look pretty cool. Because, like, a lot of the basic trees are just going to be earth trees, but with interesting and wacky colors. So that could be... Although I do think we should stick, like... I do want there to be more than just, like, green trees, but I also don't think we should be like, well, there's gonna be, you know, like, every single color of tree on the rainbow. I think we should, like, limit it to, like, 5 or 6 different kinds of colored trees, so that way it's not like, let's just pick a random color off the color wheel, you know? I think it should have some sort of structure, but I do want it to have, like, unique colors that you don't typically see every day. So that'll come later when I guess we're actually, like, I don't know. Because, like, I feel like today's biomes is just, like, brainstorming. And then I think we're going to have to... I don't know if we'll have enough time later today to, like, sort of do something like this and come up with names for the specific biomes that we can see. And then that way we can just say, like, okay, so this part of the world is going to have this biome, right? But we don't, like, right now we're just sort of brainstorming different ideas for biomes, and we haven't actually created any official ones aside from, like, this one. So, yeah, there is, I don't know what exactly we're going to do with that, but we'll see. Whether or not that's this stream, or next stream, or a future stream, is up for debate when it gets closer to the end of this stream. I mean, yeah, we do have ideas, but it's just like we don't have concrete biomes defined yet. Okay, waterfalls. Waterfalls are going to be cool. I love waterfalls. And, like, I just don't know how we're going to do the waterfalls off the edge of Ilaria Islands, because, like, are they going to be a continuous stream, or are they going to be are the islands so far up to where it's like they just spread out so far it's like it disappears from existence? I don't know. I feel like we asked that question a couple streams ago. How about a biome having elements that reflect on a person's personality? So, like, the biome changes based on the person who's walking through it? That could be interesting. That sounds magical. So it seems like it would be something where the biome is like the trees and the life there is trying to like if you're going in there with someone else, it's trying to separate you so that way you're alone, and then that's how it traps you. I like that. So I don't know. I guess I'll just add that on to the end of the notes. And then we will see what happens. Or well, maybe we can put it in. We're out of space. We need more things. We didn't have enough of the templates, I suppose. Alright, there we go. I'll just put that there for now. It'll be here forever on the document, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, where were we? This one. I don't know what this one is, but it sort of looks like the cherry blossom biome, sorta. Although, it's more than... I was thinking like a super pink, like pink grass, pink trees, pink water, but maybe that's a little bit much. I don't know. Maybe no, yes, no, maybe, I don't know. I'll have to design that and come up with something. The void biome, yeah, I do remember reading that. I don't know if it's on this list, but it definitely is in the basic notes that I wrote down there. The fire biome, the fire lands, has been subject to tremendous battle and warfare over the years. Come on, guys, why are we always associating fire with, like, war? That's not nice. Leaving most of the land barren and bare, where the islands were once covered in lush greenery. Only rock and stone remained. The chaotic nature of its history, birthing volcanoes and rivers and bubbling lava. Ilaria itself fighting back against its inhabitants. Its inhabitants. Inhabitant. I suppose that is... because you can have inhabitant as just a single word. So then it would be apostrophe S versus just S apostrophe. Okay, cool. Only those who wielded fire magic remained on the island, crafting... Okay. Question. Is this... This sort of feels like it's separating the fire people, which is sort of what we were going against, mean, we can still do something with the. We can still make a fire biome. I have nothing against like element-specific biomes. I just don't want an entire island to be specific on a singular element. You know, so this wouldn't necessarily be on the entire island. Maybe just the biome wherever it may be. I don't know. Crafting jewelry and weaponry from the volcanic rock. Their natural resistance to heat protected them from most of the island's perils, though it was not uncommon to see scars from old burns on children and adults alike. New plants began to grow. At first, they survived off of the residual magic energy left behind, but soon the fire wielders began to harvest and grow them as crops. The landscape would never recover from its former beauty, but it would not remain empty and hopeless either. It made an excellent battleground since it was uninhabited. Now it is known for its clear sunsets, since the land is so flat and unobscured by vegetation or buildings. It isn't seen as a great tourist spot since it's so unbearably hot and there is very little accommodation for travelers. The capital T, the animals, plants, and humanoids who live there are seen as quite intense and hardened since the conditions are so extreme. Tales and stories are often exaggerated. Sometimes, you guys need to capitalize the starting of your sentence, guys. Sometimes the myths and legends surrounding the area are used as anecdotes to scare children into behaving, or as a warning to others to stay aware. To stay aware? Stay away. Come on, guys. Capital letters. Capital letters. The whole place is quite far from the king's reach, a safe haven for those who run from King Nadia. Nadia is a girl's name. Just so you know. Just so you know. Thought I'd let you know. I don't know. I mean, I'm still fine with voicing the king, but I don't know if the king's name should be King Nadia. Unless if it's a plot twist, everyone calls the king, but it's actually a girl. It's a she. Dun dun dun. Yeah, the king will forever be unnamed. Give us your best girl voice. I cannot do a girl voice at all. But I'll try it. Alright. This is gonna be so bad. What should I say? We had a whole conversation about the name. Well, yeah. Like, we've been so controversial about the king's name, and we never came to a conclusion. Like, King Vincent was a name, right? That was a thing, but nobody ended up liking it, so we didn't go with it. Oh, you want me to say, hey, what's going on, guys, in a girl voice? Hi, my name's Nadia, and no, okay, I'm not saying that last part. I'll do the first part, though. I don't want to. No, I'm not saying ooh either. See, it's not even gonna sound like a girl's voice. That's the thing. I don't want to. I don't want to do it. Okay. Hi, my name's Nadia. See, the only way I can do like a high-pitched voice is if like I'm like super quiet. I don't even know if you heard that. Could you hear that? Did it work? Oh, you seen the Chloe dubs? Well, that was on a particular day in particular circumstances. I can't do that all the time. That's perfect. Yeah, you like that? Was it good? Oh, but here's the thing though, right? If the king ended up being a girl, then I couldn't voice her because I'm not a girl and I can't do a girl's voice. And like I can't put any emotion into like I can't change my voice at all. My voice is constant monotone. That's it. And I get called boring for it. So I like there's nothing I can do about it. Nah, I can do it. No, I can't. I can't. Like maybe if I like did a lot of voice exercises and stuff, but the king would do a voice changer. Okay, voice changers aren't good though. Like you cannot like when someone's using a voice changer, you can tell. So a magic one. Interesting, I suppose. But okay, I don't think we should be like messing with the gender just because of the name, okay? So I think we should come up with a good name. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I don't know. So you still think, regardless of the gender that Nadia implies, that his name should be King Nadia, and Nadia on Ilaria is just a genderless name. King Nadia. Okay, well, it's fine. Fine, we can leave it there for now. I don't have any problem with it. I'm just saying Nadia is a girl's name. So just saying. King Nadia the Ninth? Really? On Earth? What? Oh, on Earth it's a girl's name. King Nadia the First? Yeah, well, yeah, it would be the first. No, we can't call the king Aiden because that's too obvious of a reference. And plus, I don't want that. Okay. So, okay, fire biome. I'm fine with each element having its own respective biomes. That's pretty cool, okay? Because then that's like sort of Ilaria itself accepting, like, hey, yeah, we've got 4 elements, right? Or no, we have 5 elements. That's interesting. I forgot about that. So that's pretty cool. But it should not be separated by island, I don't think. Each island should have a good range of biomes. But like the fire biome could obviously be pretty big. It's just I would want there to be other bits, or maybe that could be like the one exception to where it just like burned down and then there's like hardly anybody living on that one specific island. But that whole idea might be better for like a sub island that's like maybe there's a couple islands that are broken into a couple different islands, sort of like the monster islands, how it's like 4 large islands, but the 4 of them together kind of like make the same size as a normal sized island on Ilaria. But maybe one of the main 9 islands on Ilaria is broken up into multiple pieces, and one of those pieces is just an entire fire biome. And maybe the reason why the other islands weren't affected is because they're not together. So like the fire, when it spread across the entire island, it was like, well, I mean, it reached the edge of the island, so it had nowhere to go after that point, and so all other islands were unaffected. It was never intended as the only place fire widows can live, but it's just that people generally struggle to live there. Yeah, I think even just regular fire users would struggle to live there, because you have to keep in mind, most people, most everyday people, like 95 probably percent of people, aren't really like using their magic. Like, they're just like us. They're just living, and magic is just like a simple part of their lives, right? It's not a thing. It's like a cell phone, right? It's just a convenience factor. It's not like it's like, oh, they're constantly battling and stuff like that. It's just like everyday life. So most people would not live in a place like that. There might be like a small little village that lives there, but most people wouldn't want to live there, because it's just like, well, why would I want to live there? Like, there's no towns or businesses or easy to get food. Like, it's just annoying to live there. And even fire users would have a hard time, because most people don't know that much high level magic. So yeah, is Ilaria flat or round? We do not condone flat earth here. Okay. Star Crash Valley. It is where groups of stars have crashed from space into a field and make a valley of bright glowing stars. Sometimes the trees and bushes can grow on them, making really cool space trees or something. These biomes would be great for space magic users. Okay, that's pretty cool. Although I like the story, but the whole like concept, like thinking about a star logically falling down doesn't make too much sense, because stars are huge, like humongous, plus they're like gas. So doesn't really work. If a star were to collide with Earth, we would be swallowed up in an instant. So yeah, that wouldn't really work. But I like the idea, and there could be like these star-like things. Although, how do you explain that? It's like, well, whenever this happens, it always lands in this one specific spot. Like, how do you explain that? Like, there has to be some sort of reasoning for why these stars specifically only land in this one location, right? Be a fantasy thing? Well, yeah, it could be, but there's no like logical explanation behind it. So like, it would have to be like, well, maybe the magnetic pull of this one side, which doesn't make sense if it's a sphere and it has to rotate and stuff like that. Depends on how far we want to take that. But like, maybe it's attracting the stars, or maybe it's like the stars are just plants and it looks like they've come from outer space, and that's like the fairy tale story. And it's like, hey, this is just a thing that, you know, we say has happened. They're actually just plants, but like, it's a fun, cool story to say. And then if it was just like, that would make for a good place to put the moon trees. Are those ones the chrysanthos? Since part of space magic is magnetic manipulation, if this biome has an affinity for space magic, it would make sense that way. Good point. Good point. That's a good one. What if it's a field of fallen meteors instead? That makes more sense. I think I like the meteors. Like, there's just a bunch of fallen meteors on there, but those meteors maybe like gave birth to star-looking life, and it's just, you know, a coincidence that it happened that way. And then like the chrysanthos trees could be like a plant from another galaxy or whatever. They could be starfish because the ocean might be near. Sorry to break it to you, but the ocean is really far down below. There is no ocean on the islands. The oceans are down below. What if the meteors have glowing rocks in them? Yes. What if there was an episode where Luna and Nico have to go break into a meteor, and then they have to take the glowing thing inside of it out and return it to the attendant. Dun dun. There can be meteors that glow, and then they are pulled to that biome because of the space magic affinity. That's also a possibility. I just wanted to make something that was for space magic users. Okay, cool. Yeah, because like, space magic users is hard, since it's like, okay, well, air, you could sort of see maybe like that one with the rocks, with the emerald, whatever we called it, the one with the really thin rocks. Maybe that one's more air because there's a lot of air there. And then like, there could be like desert, not necessarily a desert per se, but just like a very mountainous, you know, like there's just a lot of like sort of like the Grand Canyon. There could be something like that for earth users. There's obviously that fire user one, and then some sort of like water one, which could either be more of a tundra like this, depending on if we want them to be able to manipulate ice or not. And then also there was, I think Kodmari said something about like an underwater something. I don't remember, but I do want there to be like an underwater episode where they like, where Luna and Nico go down to the ocean and then like explore. So I do want that to be a thing. Okay, I was not caught up. Actually, I was pretty caught up. I really like the name Star Crashed Valley. Yeah, I do like that. I do like the Star Crashed Valley. That's cool. Then maybe they could be alien starfish living there. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So like starfish that are in this biome that are maybe like an alien. Yeah, I like that. All right. Well, I don't have the creatures. Mr. Fruit, could you make a note somewhere to add that to the creatures document? Thank you. I really appreciate it. You saved me. Frozen wastelands, a very cold biome that is mostly made of ice. There's almost always a constant blizzard. Almost all the plant life is left over from thousands of years ago. Most of it is dead now. This biome is very far away from the sun, so it is very dark most of the day. I like that. I love snowy biomes. I've always think like a blizzard's cool. I wouldn't want to personally live in like a constant blizzard, but I've always sort of wanted there to be one time where there was like such a huge snowfall to where it was like you open the door and it's like all you see is snow. Like I've always wanted that to happen at least once in my lifetime, and like so that way I could like have to like dig a tunnel to get out of the house or something. I've always wanted that to happen, and it never has. Sad. Volcanic isles. Floating clusters of volcanic rock. These islands are incredibly small, so they are very unstable. Too much or too little mass can make them sink or float easily. The air is very humid around this biome, and there's often steam coming out of it. I like that. So it's like you know how there's like the main islands, and then there's like the separate like side islands. Like there's just like one separate like island to the side. Maybe actually this could be interesting. Maybe what if this was next to the to that big fire island, right? And so the separated island that's the volcano. So like this is the volcano like singular island, and then this is like the other island that's like the fire biome now. And so this one erupted and it landed on this island, causing a huge forest fire, and it basically killed this entire island right here. And so it was all because of this, of this volcanic island. You could tie it together. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know, but it's an idea, I suppose. Kind of reality from doing this stuff. Yeah, you've had that too? I think it would be so cool. Like, I don't know. That always seems like it would be so much fun. Like, I always like, you know, messing around in the snow. It's fun. Although, sadly, with global warming and stuff like that, we don't get as much snow sometimes. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's better, but for the most part, as of right now, because climate change makes winters worse, but I haven't really been feeling that. Maybe that's just where I live, but like, it's just sad because I want more snow. I like snow. Okay, well, it looks like that was it for this. There was some notes. A swamp, that's pretty standard. Caves with glowing crystals. Okay, I did want to talk about this because I think that could be interesting. I think there should be like, I don't know how to like describe it. Like I have an image in my head. I just don't know how I would go about like explaining it. Okay, so this is the top of the island, right? And then it cones down like this, okay? And so let's say there's like a little hole here. So you can, there's like a cave down here. There's the there's the cave right there. So then you can take like a dragon or something and fly into the cave, and then you can find like volatile crystals poking out, and you can find other resources and minerals there, and it would just be really cool. And then maybe like Luna and Nico could go through there, and there was one thing, something with the volatile as far as it harming Ilarians, like it's sort of some like kryptonite. Are we doing that, or are we not doing that? I don't think we should do that, but I'm fine with doing it if everybody wants to. Like, can Ilarians go up and touch Volatite, or is it like they have to be really careful with handling it? Because I think if they're making a lot of stuff like flying ships that use Volatite, I think it makes... Well, I could see it both ways, because on one end it makes it easier to make the ships, but on the other hand it's like, okay, well only the high, like the private companies and like you have to have the equipment in order to do it. So it's not like you can just like go make your own ship by going and harvesting some Volatile, right? You have to get a business to like make a ship, or you can't, like you'd have to rent a ship basically. So I could see it either way, but depending on if we did that or not, one adventure that Luna and Nico could have to go on is to go into this cave, and if Luna was like allergic to the Volatile, then it would be like dangerous for her, right? And so it might not affect Nico. So Nico can go in, and maybe the goal is to like take a bit of the Volatile, right? And just like break it off, take it back to the attendant. And obviously this is something that only the Earth person could do, because, or I mean, technically I suppose you could do it, but you would need like gloves or something if you were an Ilarian. So yeah, that was one idea that I had with that. A beach, okay. Okay, so this one was just saying like Ilaria kind of gives you She-Ra vibes. I haven't seen the end of She-Ra. I've seen, like, I caught up, I watched it, and then I stopped because there was no new episodes. Then, like, a couple seasons later, I was like, okay, well, I might as well catch up. And then I caught up, and then I stopped because there was no new episodes. And now there's, like, more, and I just haven't caught up again yet. So, I mean, yeah, okay, so you can see that there is an island here. Sort of does, although this looks kind of plain for what I was going for. But, yeah, I can see it. I can see, like, there's the islands and stuff like that. So it sort of is similar. Biome covered in fog. That sort of like reminds me of this one, but we could do a fog-based biome, which could be like the wind. Could have something to do with the wind biome. Or the air biome, I suppose. It's not really wind. Biome with constant hail. Biome with darkened grass. This is sort of like a swamp. Biome with constant hail. That could be fun and interesting, I suppose. Like, it would be hard for things to live there. But, like, turtles or, like, creatures with hard shells might live there because they could survive it. Biome for each respective element. Snowy, normally cold place would be cool, too. Yes, I agree. Constantly night. Yeah, we talked about that. Volatile biome that is underneath the biomes. It's sort of like the caves. Pastel biome. We haven't heard much about the pastel biome. Wouldn't fog be water? I don't know. It depends on how far we want to take it, because technically if you're an air user, you could manipulate the fog, right? Because it's just sort of floating there. And if you were to just like apply a huge gust of wind, right, you could move the fog. But I don't know, it wouldn't necessarily be moving the fog itself. I don't know. It depends on the specifics and how intricate we do it, because fog I think is just evaporated water, right? And so it's like, well, does that work? or is that too far? Like, are we saying that the water users can only manipulate water itself, H2O, not like only in its constant state? Are they manipulating it at the molecular level? Like, how far? The air user could manipulate the air and carry the fog, but wouldn't move the fog itself, right? So I don't know, because like, at the end of the day, you could pretty much break down everything and have it. Earth is really hard to do because, like, there's so many different plants and like molecules and stuff like that, and atoms that like. It's like, where do you draw the line? Like, what constitutes as Earth and not Earth, right? Water is a little bit easier because, you know, there's water in its liquid form, then there's gas, and then there's ice, right? So this all goes back into the magic system, and it's really hard. The magic system is so hard. Nico has just gotten magic. Luna's been around-ish volatile her whole life, whereas Nico has only just discovered it. Surely Luna would have built up some resistance, and Nico wouldn't have. Well, I don't think that's necessarily how it works. I think it's more of like, if you're born on Ilaria, you just... If we were going with the idea that, like, hey, Ilarians can't touch volatile or whatever, like, it's just because it has something to do with their DNA. And on Earth, it just doesn't matter. This is literally after... No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, it's just elemental magic. And for example, Avatar is bloodbending, but this doesn't have bloodbending. It's much more limited to the magic that you can do. And it's magic. We have creation and manipulation. Avatar is all manipulation. This has creation. Although I do want there to be more distinction between creation and manipulation. But we haven't talked about the magic system in quite some time, so we haven't discussed it at all. So, yes, it's not Avatar, okay? Don't want to hear it. And for the record, right? We started developing the magic system before I even watched Avatar, okay? So I don't want to hear it. What is this? Okay. Wait, what? Okay, we're good. We all good. There can be magic spectrum, so magic would have some overlapping aspects, like water and air users can both move fun. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't think two users should be able to do the same thing. So I think the way we're most likely going to do it, thinking about it like logically, is the way that water users will work. For example, because water is a pretty basic element, I would say, is, you know, level 1 and 2 level, we're not having levels, but just in theory, level 1 and 2 can do some basic like water, like, hey, I can create water, or I can like move the water from this water bottle and make it into a stream that spins around in a circle, right? That's basic, right? But as you get to maybe like level 15, then you can start maybe manipulating ice, right? Or creating ice, for example. And then, once you're like a high enough level, then you can start to move evaporated water, water vapor. Just saying. So that's likely what we're going to do. Don't know exactly though, because we haven't brought up the magic system in a while. So, yeah. That's where it stands as of right now. Okay. Aside from the magic system, do you want to hear my biome that I haven't told anybody yet because I came up with it yesterday? I don't think I have a name for it yet. But I'll name it Aiden's Super Cool and Awesome, the #1 best biome because I said so. Alright, cool. So, okay, everyone needs to imagine. You have to close your eyes and you have to envision it. Okay, so the first thing I want you to envision is a field, a blank field. Are you all closing your eyes? I hope you're all closing your eyes, because it doesn't work if you're not closing your eyes. Okay, imagine a field that has a slow incline, a tiny incline, so that way it's like you can actually see the field, and it's not just a flat thing. Okay, so it's a field. It's a field. Okay, and then in that field, you see a ginormous lake. Okay, so it's a lake. It's a field with a lake in it. Okay, and then above that lake, you see flowers just floating above the lake. And there's all kinds of different flowers. There's trees, there's flowers, very interesting flowers. You know, we don't judge in the flower community, okay? And so you see flowers, and some are like hovering right above the water, and then some are like higher above the water. Okay? And then let's say there's a time lapse, okay? And so let's say this time lapse is over the span of a week, okay? So though the flowers that are touching the water, that are like just floating on the water, over the course of that week, those flowers start to rise. And then the other flowers that are above start to fall into the water. And then this cycle repeats. They go up and down. That's the biome. Oh, come on. You didn't close your eyes? That ruins it. You didn't get to imagine it. Okay, so basically the way that the flowers are like floating up and down is they have a bit of volatile inside of them. And so the way that the volatile works is maybe the way that it works is somehow like the plants got infused with it. I'm not entirely sure how, but they have a tiny bit of volatile, and maybe my envisioning is depending on how much nutrients the plants have, that depends on how much volatile they have in their system, right? And so if they have more nutrients and water, then they develop more volatile, and then like the volatile, I don't know what happens to it. It like escapes them somehow. Maybe it's like sweat, where it like sweats off or something. I don't know. But the plants obviously need water to survive, right? So the plants will just be floating there because they have a small bit of volatile. It's like hardly any. It's enough to make them float a little bit, but like not too much, right? But since they need water to survive, they lose volatile since they're running out of water. So they fall back down, they sit in the lake for a day or two, absorbing more water, and then that causes them to release or create more volatile. And then they start floating, and then they just hover there, and then once they run out of water, they go back down. So that's my idea. You wanted to close your eyes, but your sister yelled, "Why are you sleeping while watching a video?" Yeah. Well, that's okay. That's okay. It wasn't necessary. It was just, I think it would have made the experience, because I had envisioned a nice little lake with the little bobbing plants. So, yeah. And create a new plant, not a okay, come on, guys. I mean, technically, I suppose so, but I want the biome to be the plants. That's the point of the biome. Okay? It's a lake with those unique plants. Dang it, you're right. Dang it, come on. Let me have my moment. You were imagining the scene, but also an animated aid in explaining it, yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe that was a good thing. I don't know. So, do the roots extend down to like? No, it's not the roots themselves. It's just the whole plant. It's like the plant is here. The whole plant goes down and then back up. It's not just the roots. It's the plant itself. So it's just like a weird floating plant, and it's interesting, maybe. Okay, well that's my. I suppose it's literally just floating flowers and trees I suppose that's all it is. It's just floating flowers and trees. That was the biome. That was the whole thing. So I suppose I did just create a new tree and a new flower. I mean, well, the plants float. Do the roots fall back down into the lake? Oh, okay, so the way I was envisioning it, right? Here's the plant, here's the lake, okay? So the plant will be up here. It drops down, so then the roots are in the water just a little bit, underneath the water. And then when they get enough, when they soak up enough water, they start to float. Does that answer your question? Don't they also need nutrients? Well, they do photosynthesis, so that would... It's not like they need to eat anything. They just need water, I think. I don't know, like... I'm not a botanist, so I don't know a whole lot about flowers, but I assume, especially since it's a magical thing, we can get away with it just going down and getting some water and going back up. Do the roots stay connected to the plant? Yes, the whole plant, the plant with the roots. It moves as a singular unit. Oh, they do need nutrients in the ground? Okay, well we'll just say these plants do not need nutrients from the ground. How about that? We'll just pretend like these are good. They've evolved. The volatile that they produce is the nutrients. Like, they create their own nutrients. Maybe the lake is volatile rich, so when the plants take in the water, they repel against the lake. Oh, that's a better idea. Come on, guys. Why do all my ideas suck? Why am I even here? Okay. Yes, that's a much better idea than just the plants create volatile. Then I suppose that adds more uniqueness to the biome because it's a volatile lake instead of just a regular old lake. No, I was going for a the plants had volatile in them because they created it. Dang it. I clearly did not do enough thinking about it yesterday. Okay, well. I suppose the plants take in the volatile and flow. Although, but how do you explain that the plants were in the... Well, I suppose you could say the same thing about mine, so never mind. They grow at the bottom of the lake. But since they grow at the bottom of the lake and take in all the volatile, they like shoot up out of the lake. Sad, yeah. Sad. You don't have to compliment me. I'm not salty. I'm just a little bit sad. The Aiden pond? No, I don't want it. No, it's basically, who said that? Who said the thing? Amelie? Yeah, it's their idea now. It's no longer my idea. So it's no longer... It's just a super cool. It's no longer my idea. I'm just the mascot here. That's who I am. I'm the mascot to Page Turner. Okay, cool. So now that I've given that, I suppose I can just take responsibility for the cherry blossom biome. Okay, that's what I will take full responsibility for, and that's where Luna and Nico's house will be in the future because I said so. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Luna also really likes cherry blossom, and maybe it's her dream to one day live in the cherry blossom field or biome or whatever. So, yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know. Maybe not. We will see. Okay, here's an idea. What if it's a biome that two mountains like this, and there's a water stream that just goes above it, and the water floats? I don't know how it would work, but something to do with like the flow of the water and something. There's my next idea. So the plants grow floating on the lake. They absorb the volatile from the lake. As they absorb more and more, they fly higher and higher. As they get farther away from the lake, they get less and less volatile, so then they sink after they get too high. Yeah, exactly. They get volatile in the water, then they fly above the water. Then when they run out of volatile, they fall back down. Then they get more volatile, and then they fly back up. And it's like an endless cycle of going up and down. Zero gravity, sort of. But there would still be... Gravity would still be affecting it. It's just... It's like, it's more of a magnet going against the gravity. I also had an idea to where it was just like... I guess it's more of just like... I don't know. It's like a lot of separate mini islands, which is basically the outskirts islands that are not the main islands. Yeah, never mind. It's nothing unique. I was just gonna say like a cool little area where it was just like you could jump on all the different like small little islands, and then because they were all floating separately, and then if you stood on them too long, they would start to sink, and then eventually they would sink down to the ocean, maybe, or maybe not. A biome in which the magic is so concentrated that you can harvest it, but you have to give it back by performing a ritual. But big companies take the magic for energy but don't give it back, causing it to die. I don't know how the magic would be solidified. Low gravity biome with very heavy creatures so they all can walk normally. Well, that would have to be something to do with the magnet, I think. Because it's kind of awkward if you just like, if you're walking through a forest and then all of a sudden you see this line and it's like entering the low gravity biome here. Like having dramatic changes like that are really hard to like explain and have it transition seamlessly from biome to biome. So if there was a good way to explain it and a good transition, certainly we could do it. A place with an eternal rainbow. I like that. That's very nice. You just want a ship biome? What do you mean by a ship biome? Like a pirate ship, or like a love ship? Like what are you talking about? It could be a biome in which Nico and Luna had to earn to see. They had to train to see it. Like is it like there's an entry fee and you have to do something to get into the biome, or is it like you just physically can't see it until you're trained enough? Oh, love ship for relationship. Okay, so I mean, like, what would be in that biome? Definitely, we can do that. It's just, yeah, it could be the cherry blossom, which I'm totally for. Honestly, I just want to create an awesome looking scene where it's beautiful, and then that's where Luna and Nico's future house would be. And I imagine it with the two mountains and then the waterfall that goes like this. And then there's like a little chasm kind of thing where you could walk under, and then there's a lake, and then there's a house. And it's beautiful. Like that golden rose thing. Well, yeah, okay, there would obviously be more things than just like the cherry blossoms and the cherry blossom. So yeah, there could be like the rose petal thing. Instead of cherry, no. It has to be cherry blossom. It has to be. Okay, there could be other trees in there too, but I want it to definitely be cherry blossom. That is my one, and it can even be an artificial biome. Okay, they could have taken it from Earth at some point, but has to be the real deal. Except it's blooming all year. That's the biggest difference. No, pink. Has to be pink. You can't see it, but you have to be a very good magician to see it. A magician. Maybe it's like, what if it was like, it's an optical illusion. Like there's a cave, but you can't see it because it's like an optical illusion. But if you can find the cave and walk through it, then it opens up to this like cool underground, like secretive biome kind of thing. And it could be Luna and Nico's secret hideout. Blue cherry? No. Pink. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm a little bit disappointed. Little bit, just a little bit. Rainbow? No, that defeats the point of calling them cherry. Although cherry implies darker red, and it's pink, so it's okay. It's okay. Just let me have this one. It's a pink biome. Do I like cherry blossom because of your line April? I don't know if it's specifically because. I think that's maybe like part of it. That's definitely part of it. I don't know if it's like the full reason, but that's a good part of it. Definitely. That was the start of my love, maybe. Why are you guys laughing? It's no laughing matter. Put that there. Oh, you have an idea for the cherry blossom biome? Okay, well, actually, let's put this as a cherry blossom. Pink cherry blossoms and lakes, whitish blue grass. Okay, like that. Blue, I don't know about the blue, but definitely the white. The white, well, I don't know. I'm trying to envision in my head how that would look. Maybe, we'll have to see. I'd have to draw that up. Big boulders around a bluish white moss. Okay, and pretty blue sky. White grass would be cool. And I love the cherry blossoms with the pink background. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'd have to like get a drawing of it in order to see. Pastel biome? Except I don't want to call it pastel biome. Necessarily. I mean, there's nothing wrong with pastel biome. It's just, I don't know if I'd want to call the cherry blossom biome something with cherry blossoms or not. The blue is just what the shadows are colored like. But you mean the colors. Okay, so I mean, I don't know if that might not be the best one to do the pastel biome because it's really only pink and maybe white and maybe like green or something, whatever other color we might do. The pastel might be good for if you have this like really wonky biome where it's like, it's just basically a rainbow of pastels, and it's like, that might be better for the pastel biome because there's just so much more diversity in the colors, whereas the cherry blossom is more exclusively pink and then white, maybe grass, and then maybe green, something in there too. Your favorite color is green? You know what? My favorite color is green too. I also like pink. So, two of my favorite colors. There's this really good green color though. and I don't know what it's called, but it's a really nice green. And so I like the green, the Sakura biome. Yeah, that might work too. That might work too. Something. Either cherry blossom, Sakura, something. Green was your second choice, just like blue? Yeah. Seafoam green. No, it's not seafoam green. I can try looking for an image of it. It's really green colors. It's really nice. It's a really nice green. Let's see if I can find it. And plus, like, my monitors might be different from the screen that you're looking on, so it might be a little bit different. Let's see, can I find a good green? Good green color. This one's pretty close. It's not like exact, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Copy image. Like this. This is a pretty decent green color. It's not the best one, but it is. It's pretty close. That green. I also like a nice light blue. Like this. Something like this. This is a nice blue. And then this pink. These are maybe like my 3 favorite colors. But don't these just go so well together? What am I doing? I'm showing you my favorite colors. Sakura Valley. I love that. Okay, we're gonna call it that. Nice. Good name. Green is your favorite color, but not sort of green. I prefer lime green or dark foresty green. And these 3, this is a pretty close green. Like this blue, like this pink. So. Everyone, what's your favorite color? We have the rainbow ellipticus trees. Species Anilaria. Sure, I suppose. Blue, teal, purple. Sky blue and pink. So is it like this sky blue? You love this green? You like this green? Favorite color is black? Come on. I mean, I like black too, but it's like, it's not what I would say my favorite color is. Like a night, like Nico's outfit, like the black and the orange, that looks really good. Love Nico's design so much. Pastel pink and cool yellow. So sort of like this. This is sort of a pastel pink, I would say. Baby colors, pink, yellow, blue, and also white and black, and more. Goldish brown, purple. Skinny yellow. What's a skinny yellow? I've never heard of skinny yellow. Interesting. Black, orange, and white are your favorite colors. Interesting. Pink and yellow. You love green. I love green too. Aqua. Alright, is that it for the colors? Okay, so is that it for the biomes? I don't know. Like, we only have half an hour, so I don't think we have enough time to necessarily, like... I think we have a pretty good idea. So, what do we want to do next stream? Do we want to do, like... Do we want to work on the islands themselves, or do we want to do a more in-depth, like, creation of specific biomes, not just like a, hey, here's a cool idea for a biome? I don't think we necessarily need to do that, though. I think what we have right here is good as far as biomes. We have a sort of good idea, and then once we go into designing each island, then we can be like, okay, so why don't we put this sort of idea here, and then this, and then this. We don't need to, like, classify each biome and specifically name it all. I mean, we can eventually, but we don't necessarily need to. More stuff for creatures and plants, maybe, but it's not that much. Okay. Like, I don't know what specifically. Ideas collection. Well, if we take a look at the resources, or the development timeline. I'm glad I made this. So, we are right here, environment/biomes. And we are on, technically, if we were following this guide exactly, we would be working on islands. Islands is going to take a while, okay? We have that island sheet that was sent that we can go over. There's 9 islands. There's at least going to be 1 stream per island. Although I do think what we need to do beforehand, I always think it's a little bit nicer, maybe, is, well, I guess I should get your opinion on this. Do you think we should be making a map and drawing out sort of what we want the islands to look like? Or do you think we should talk out the islands and be like, hey, here's island 1, here's island 2, before we put them together in a map? Because we can jump from here to map making, and then we can map make the islands a little bit, just a very basic outline of the islands, right? Then we can jump back to here, and then finish this, and then put it all together, update the towns and villages by putting it onto the map, and then check everything over, and then go back here. Map should come after the islands, okay. From the one you already have. Yeah, I know people started, like, sending maps and stuff, but so much has changed since then. And it might be better to talk about the islands first. I just like being able to visualize everything. So, next stream, do we want to go over that island document that was sent, or do we want to do something else? Or do we want to, like, step away from world building and talk about the magic system? Everyone's favorite thing to do. Magic system is done so much better off camera, though. And that's probably what we're gonna have to do, is talk about it off camera, because it's more of like, you have to have it as a discussion. It can't just be like a brainstorming session. You have to discuss it, and that's not really something we could do on stream. So, sure, for the islands doc, I don't even, who sent the islands doc? Let me look. Story EFA Dexa? EFA Dexa. Yeah. Dexa. How do you pronounce that name? Dexa. Or Xavier Part 2. Well, we could do that too. I mean, we have been doing a lot of world building, so if you guys want to step back and look at a character again, we can. Inhabitants? What? No, I don't think we need to do it. Well, I suppose we could do inhabitants if we wanted to. That would sort of go along with like plants, animals, environments, and species. Like, what would they be called? Like, Ilarian? No. Ilarians. I suppose that's what they would be called. It's Ilarians, right? Because I don't think as dogs as earthlings, even though technically they are earth things, earthlings. Recap on the characters. We already had a recap on the characters. You got to go back to the recap stream that we did because that covered everything. And so, yeah, that I would recommend doing that. That was episode, was it 21? Just going based off of the development timeline. Because it was pretty close to then, probably, right? It was, the recap stream was 17. That was episode 17. So it has been, this is episode 16. So that was 9 episodes ago. We do a stream on the Ilarian school system. We already did. So you can go back and watch it or watch the recap episode on it. Didn't we do a bunch of island names? I think people were suggesting island names. I don't think, we never made anything official because we never had a stream dedicated to the islands yet. Let's see, what was the school system was episode or stream 14. Gonna do side characters again. Well, yeah, we will have to revisit a lot of side characters and stuff like that. So, okay, everyone say what they want to do. The options are Xavier, side characters, islands, and I guess Ilarians. Those are your 4 options. We're not doing a poll. Just put down what you want, and then we'll see if one has a majority. If not, then we'll have to like separate it down even further. Ilarian pop culture. Well, eventually we will get in. That's like life on Ilaria. We got a lot we gotta do. We gotta follow. I mean, like those 4 options are basically, because I mean the next big step is going to be island, so it's just a matter of if we want to take a small little break before we go back into more world building and talk about like a character or something. Xavier or side characters? Xavier. I've seen a lot of Xaviers, some Ilarian trends. That was not an option. That will come with life on Ilaria, which we're still pretty far away from. Not gonna happen yet. Side characters. I've seen a lot of stuff with characters. So people want to take a break. Okay, so now your 2 options are Xavier or side characters. So those are your 2 options. Put what you want back once again. Only once though. Don't spam. Because we don't need spam. And then that is what we will do next stream. Species was not an option. It's side characters or Xavier. So are we discussing and redoing? Okay, if we are doing Xavier, then we're basically remaking Xavier's character, because in Xavier's actual stream, we were making 2 different characters. So yeah, we're just gonna be finalizing Xavier and fully making him. Because I think, like, we all sort of have an idea of who Xavier is in our heads, but we just never finalized it and put it onto paper. Is his design okay? Yeah. His design's fine. It's just his personality and stuff. Like, I think we all sort of have an idea of who he is, but we just never officially wrote it down. So we need to do that. Islands first. That's not an option. Everyone wants to do a character of some kind. I've seen a lot of side characters and Xavier. Okay, Joe is not an option. Joe is a side character. So if you want Joe, but we have already talked about Joe. So even if you did pick side characters, like, Joe's not going to be brought up because we're thinking of new side characters. You finished your Kate profile? That's cool. Send it. Side character. Okay, everyone send your vote again because it got polluted with Joe. You don't need Joe. Okay, well, I've seen a lot of side characters, so I suppose we're doing side characters. So, what I need from you over this next week is to post ideas for side characters. It can simply be a name and a description. I don't want just a name. I need name, description, species, if they live on Ilaria or on Earth. We've already done Joe, okay? Joe's already been in the side character stream and in the recap stream. I don't know what else to tell you. Joe is not that prevalent. I'm talking side characters that will be in, like, Luna and Nico's class. Those are the kind of side characters I'm thinking of, right? Or, like, parents. Like, you can do Luna and Nico's parents, grandparents. But characters that will appear fairly frequently in the show. You know, not like Joe, who will appear once and never be talked about again, but like characters that will appear multiple times. Yeah, okay, resend things that weren't, like, resend new characters, like side characters, stuff like that. Make a chat in Discord dedicated to it. Okay, I'll do that. Ah! It's okay, we got it. I have retrieved. Okay, the side characters Discord channel will be added. I don't know. If Mr. Fruit adds it sooner, then that's cool, but I will get to it. I will get to it eventually, after the stream. Someone clip Aiden's screen. Yeah, okay, well, you can put it in the page turner Reddit, which I haven't checked. I should have checked yesterday when I did Miraculous Monday, but I did not. Joe is what keeps the earth from exploding. Dang. Better protect Joe at all costs. You want to show your characters? Yeah, put them in the side characters channel. When it's added. There's gonna be a chat in Discord to post stuff there. Yeah. In case you haven't joined the Discord, I highly recommend it. Because that's where you post stuff. Like images and ideas. And that's where all these ideas came from. So, yeah. Mango is the speedrunner god? What are you talking about? What? I don't understand what you're talking about. Yeah, Nico's group. Go for it. Bunch of stuff. Bunch of different things that you can do. Been kind of dead lately. Well, yeah, we're doing like a lot of boring stuff. We're doing a lot of world building, so... World building is definitely slower because it's like, it's not like there could be a lot of discussion. It's a lot of just like, here's an idea, and it's like, okay, cool. But like when you're developing the story and the characters, it's a lot more active because there's a lot more ideas and like there's a lot more discussion that goes into it because it's a lot deeper than just saying, hey, it'd be cool if we had pink water, you know? So, yes. What do you mean, right, when I made the side characters channel? Mango typed in first. Oh, okay. So you've made the side characters channel. Cool. So if you're in the Discord and you have side characters and you want to go post something there, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's make the Discord active while you're discussing on the side characters. Because it has been kind of dead recently. Which may or not be my fault, since I don't interact in it that often. Discord? You don't know what a Discord is? It's an app. It's like a big group message, but more, but larger than that, sorta. Like there's different text channels you can talk in. It's pretty useful. It's an app. Yeah, the link to join our page turner Discord is down in the description below. You can go join it, and then you can put in if there's images. Oh, my viewers might experience buffering because my internet's being stupid right now, I guess. Oh well. Let's see. Am I still going, or is it frozen? I don't know. Let me check this thing out. I don't know if I'm still on or not. Let's see if that works. Nope, it didn't. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you being annoying? You were working just fine. Can you hear me? Am I going? I have no idea if I'm going. It's not lagging anymore? I don't know. In OBS, it's giving me the red box of doom. OBS. Reconnection successful. Oh, OBS has decided to reconnect. Hello. Excellent connection. Dang, OBS. You're doing so good. Thanks, OBS. I really appreciate that you decide to work and that you are my best friend and you work flawlessly all the time. Okay, well, I think we are back on now, right? I don't know, hopefully. It's on, guys, right? It's on, right? I mean, oh no, it's red again. It's red again. Oh no. Oh, that's back green. It's back green again. Oh no, this is scaring me a lot. I don't even know why, because my internet's working just fine supposedly, so it's just like OBS being stupid. I don't like it when it does this. Okay, well, if I disappear again and I freeze and I don't end up coming back on, just know that my internet died and that we will be doing side characters again, or I guess it would be again because we've already done it before. We will be doing side characters next week, next Sunday, assuming that I don't have anything that I'm forgetting right now. So, yes, that is the plan for next week in case I have to leave because of connection errors. Can you make a plug face like this? Like that thing? No, I'll pass. Why would I though? There's no point. There's no point. Alright, well, we have got 15 minutes left. What shall we do? Side characters channels chaos already. Oh no. That's not good. That is not good. Well, should we do some Minesweeper or Snake? Is that what we should do? What? The My Hero Academia gifts? Okay. Do not post gifts into the side characters channel. We need that to be side characters, please, because that makes it a lot easier when we're collecting stuff for the stream. Oh, cool. That's okay. I mean, you can always catch the recap episode, which will... I don't know what we'll be doing for the side characters. It'll be interesting. I will delete the GIFs if I have to when I end the stream and have time to deal with it. Okay. Sorry if that was loud. So, are we playing Minesweeper Snake, or are we just gonna end? I mean, I don't seem to have any connection issues, so I don't know why I would end 10 minutes early. I don't know if I'll have enough time for Minesweeper. Is it Minesweeper or the Penguin game? I suppose I could do the Penguin game as well. Oh, not Minecraft, Minesweeper. I could play Minecraft, but I don't think I have enough time for that. Henry Stickmin collection. I've seen a lot of stuff in that about that on like YouTube and stuff now. Is it like making a comeback? Because that was like really popular a long time ago. I'd have to load up Minecraft, and we don't have enough time. Aiden612. No, it's 612 Aiden. You got it backward. Okay. So we'll go here. We'll play some Minesweeper. How about that? How about that? Medium. Sure. Boom. Boom. Yes. Yes. Oh. Boom. Play cool math games. Is that... I know it's going away, but I don't know if it's officially dead yet or not. Ooh, nice. Sweet. Yay. This reminds me of the formation on the Rubik's Cube. Any Rubik's Cubers will understand. Yay. Yay. We're doing pretty good this time, actually. I say that and I'm gonna blow up. Wait. Yep. Yes. Good. We are doing good. Check Discord. What? Okay. Ugh, I guess so. Fine. Did you make it an emote? You did. Okay. Well, you know what? Fine. Whatever. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the only one. Oh boy. Oh, plus there's up here. Okay. Well, both of those have to be flagged, right? Well, great. Oh, see you, grapefruit. Oh, wait. We have one more. I need your help on this one. Could you stay for like 1 minute? I need to know which one it is. I think it's the top one, right? Yeah, it's the top one. Yes! Never mind, you can go. I figured it out. Yay! Yay! Okay, had enough of the music. Stop it! You don't know how to play this game? It's easy. You click the place where there are bombs. That's all there is to it. Like there's bomb here, bomb here, bomb here, bomb here, here, here. These two do not have bombs. These do not have bombs. That one doesn't have a bomb. This one does have a bomb. This one also does not have a bomb. So, it's quite simple once you get your head around how to play. That does not have a bomb. That does not have a bomb. This has a bomb. This one does not. You know? That one does not have a bomb. These three do not have bombs. This one does not have a bomb. This one does not either. That one does not have a bomb. This one does have a bomb. This one does not. This one has a bomb. This one does not. This one has a bomb. This one, and this one, and this. They don't have bombs. These two have bombs. This one does not. This one neither. This one has a bomb. Oh, this one has a bomb. Bomb. Not here. Bomb here. Bomb. 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 Shoot. Oh well. Oh well. I took a guess and it was the wrong one. I was doing so good too. Sad. Sad. Oh well. Oh well. Do you know how to play at least? Hopefully this has informed you as to how to play Minesweeper. So it's the new Sudoku? Not necessarily. Minesweeper, you're just trying to find where the bombs are and not step on them. And you're flagging them. The numbers tell you how many bombs are within a 3x3 space around it. Okay, and then before we go, I will play one round of Snake. Alright? Because we have a couple minutes. 1 minute now. I like my music making ability. Let's go. Down, 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 34. Shoot! Press the wrong button. Snake gives you anxiety. Well, at least you're not the one who's playing it. 35, that's not too bad. Why can I not customize? Hello. Oh, did they change the way it works? Interesting. I don't know. Oh, you can go through yourself on that one. What's this one? Let's go. Which one looks the most like poppleberries? None of them. Well, maybe the grape. We'll play the poppleberry version. Oh, it multiplies? Or no, there's just always 3. Don't, don't, don't. Shoot. Yeah, alright. I failed again. It's okay. It's okay. We did our best. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks for joining me next week. Just a reminder, we're doing side characters. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you next week, probably. See ya.